Breaking news, tracking two wildfires on top of intense heat and wind, forcing evacuations. One is burning in Butte County and the other in El Dorado County. On the left, that's Livecopter 3 showing us the fire burning south of Placerville. On the right, that's the large plume of smoke over Oroville. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom says he secured federal help to support first responders in this.
Our crew in Butte County saw images just like this, flames jumping from a safe distance to just feet away from their vehicle within minutes, forcing them to get out of there. And this, a sprinkler on top of the roof of a home, trying to prevent those flames from catching on.
And at that same fire, putting up smoke you can see as far away as Sacramento. Check this out. It's eerily beautiful. Our sky camera is capturing the haze over the sunset tonight. Thanks for watching at 10. I'm Ty Steele.
And I'm Andrea Flores. Our crews have been following these fires all afternoon and into the night. We have live team coverage tracking the changing weather conditions and the evacuations in El Dorado County tonight. But first, we want to get to KCRA 3's Carolina Estrada. She is live in Butte County. So, Carolina, a lot of changes happening by the minute.
Yeah, we actually decided to drive around the area just to kind of see what happened after that fire spread to the south side of Feather River. And let me just show you, right now we're on Bessie Lane. Look at this home right behind me. You can see the flames, the structure completely gone. Those vehicles burnt. And this is not the only one here in this area. We counted at least two more structures that were burnt down. Right now you can see over on this side that crews are still working out here. They're trying to prevent those fires from spreading. You guys mentioned the sprinklers. The home over on this side left the sprinklers on. We saw them going for about an hour now. And so right now the wind has died down, but just take a look at those flames. You can just see them glowing right now and that smoke coming out of them. Earlier today when we were over on Canyon Drive, we also saw those fires quickly spread. We saw at least one structure was destroyed. Multiple of them were damaged, and fire crews have been working to put out those flames and stop it from continuing to spread to other structures. We also drove around Danby Trail, which is close to Kelly Ridge, around the Royal Oaks Drive and Elva Court, and we didn't see any damage up there about an hour ago. But again, conditions are quickly changing here. That's what we've seen throughout the day. And something to point out is CAL FIRE officials do say that people that live in these neighborhoods, if they want information, they can call 211 to get information on this fire. And as we were driving around these neighborhoods, we didn't see any residents. As you can see, this is everyone's completely gone. It seems like everyone evacuated just in time, but we're going to wait until officials actually give us more information on that to make sure to bring that to you. For now, live in Oroville, Carolina Estrada, KCRA 3 News.
Carolina, we love to hear that people are getting out of the area and making sure that they're taking all of the precautions. Thank you so much for the update. And there are two evacuation shelters in Butte County right now, the Oroville Church of the Nazarene and the Gridley Fairgrounds. California Congressman Doug LaMalfa represents the region, and he posted this image from his meeting with fire officials and says he has reached out to FEMA and Cal OES to advise them of the situation on the ground right now. He also updated the response to the fire, posting in part, quote, "The Department of Water and Power has advised me that they will be using the spillway temporarily to release water because the Hyatt power plant is down because PG&E equipment has been impacted by the fire."
Even before this fire today, CAL FIRE was warning about the conditions, the extreme heat, the wind that we were going to see, and they were talking about that as a dangerous combination. We saw that come to fruition in a very tragic way today. Heather?
Yeah, Butte County, one of the many places under that red flag warning, still is as we go through the next 24 hours. So the fire began earlier this afternoon on the north side of the Feather River, and because of the terrain, because of the wind, because of the heat, this fire was able to spread out of control very quickly. Over the last couple of hours, we've heard reports of the fire pushing towards the Kelly Ridge area. Again, based on Carolina's live shot, we can't confirm that we actually have fire in that subdivision, but her live shot was just off of Canyon Drive on Bessie Drive. That's in this area where she did confirm that several of those houses were destroyed. So winds are going to continue to be a factor here overnight tonight. Coming from the west-southwest, this is at the Oroville Spillway. Keep in mind, through the canyons, the winds could be doing different things. Those little microclimates at play, especially with the heat from the fire. Winds gusting to 12 miles per hour. Those winds are expected to increase, especially to the west overnight tonight, and humidity humidities remain very low, so the potential is there for the fire to remain very active. Through the rest of the valley, the winds are relatively light, but we are going to watch the west side of the valley. That's the biggest concern for overnight winds that'll last into tomorrow morning. Back to you.